name is JJohnson, and the overall topic for my fluid senior project was fashion in grad math. I chose the overall topic of fashion because I have been very interested in fashion for a couple of years now. I also chose fashion because I plan on becoming a fashion buyer and then eventually owning my own fashion company. A fashion buyer is a person who buys merchandise and for a specific fashion company. My research question was what are the most significant ways that fashion impacts people's emotional and physical condition? I chose this research question because I was interested in the way that fashion impacts people's emotional and physical state. From my research, I discovered that fashion is definitely essential in people's lives and that it influences everyone. One important statistic from my research is that in the United States, a person may be exposed to anywhere between 300 to 1,500 advertisements per day. For my internship, I job shadowed at the resale clothing store, Clothes Mentor in Norfolk, Virginia. I acquired 11 hours from September to November of 2016. A resale clothing store is a store that sells clothing and other merchandise, gently used clothing and other merchandise at cheaper prices. The clothes mentor buys their merchandise at one third of the original price, and the sellers get one third of the clothes mentor price. During my internship, I mainly observed and asked questions about their methods for buying, selling, and arranging their merchandise. Their basic process for buying their merchandise is that at first the customer comes into the store to sell their merchandise. A sales associate then proceeds to go through the merchandise to see if there's anything that matches the store's interest. Sometimes the sales associate will precondition the merchandise to see if there's anything that they want to buy. If there's anything that they want to buy, they then call, email, or text the customer to come back to the store, discuss an offer. Once an offer has been agreed upon and a transaction has been made, the sales associate then enters information about the merchandise into their computer system, such as the brand, color, or size. Once information about the merchandise is keyed into their system, it is then priced and placed on the floor for purchase. The sales associates will actually offer explanations for the merchandise that they weren't interested in buying, such as if something has stains or too many wrinkles. And I actually got to witness some of the customers become offended or upset that the store didn't want to buy their merchandise, so that was fun to watch. During my internship, I also was able to feel the different fabrics and textures that they prefer to buy and the ones that they don't, such as really hard, stiff denim. I was also able to tour their store and see their layout, which is organized by color and size. I was even able to visit their bathrooms and see all of the extra merchandise that wasn't on the floor. For their shoes that are actually priced over $25, they actually take one shoe from each pair and put it in their bathroom for shoplifting. They use sensors for their merchandise that has higher price tags than better brands because that merchandise is most likely to. So the mentor for my internship was the clothes mentor store manager, Jessica Lewis. The owner of the short pump clothes mentor, Christian, actually owns another clothes mentor near Regency Square Mall, and she is the store manager for both stores. So she often has to go back and forth between both stores, and I only job shadowed on the days that she was at the short pump clothing. During my internship, she she assisted me by educating me on the different types of merchandise that they buy and sell, and on the specific layout of their store. She also assisted me by directing me to other employees so that I could get different perspectives. One time I actually got to see the sales associates going through the store and putting clearance tags on their merchandise because if their merchandise doesn't sell after a certain period of time, it is put up for clearance or donated. My internship was significant because it finally allowed me to discover the world of fashion. And it allowed me to realize that I am interested in a career in fashion. It was also significant because it allowed me to learn a great deal about fashion buying and the resale clothing business. One of the most important things that I learned was that there is no magical formula for predicting what will sell because something that sells at the wholesale level might not sell at the resale level. And wholesale is when merchandise is sold in large quantities to be retailed by other companies. For my community service, I volunteered at the Cushman Clothes Closet. I acquired 20 hours from February to April of this year. The Clothes Closet is a store that sells low-cost, gently used clothing and other merchandise. I actually started volunteering at the Cushman Clothes Closet in January of 2016. So at the beginning of this project, I already knew what I was going to do for my. During my community service, I mainly helped them tag, hang up, and organize their merchandise. I also helped their customers with their many purchases and donations. For my legacy, I am in the process of placing clothing donations in Gluten High School and then having the donation go to the Clinical College. There is a person at the school here named Bridget Parker, and she transports a group of GHS students from the school to the clothes closet every Monday to volunteer. So I am trying to get them to transport and check the donations every week. The supervisor for my community service was the clothes closet manager, Charlotte Bennett. She assisted me by giving me lots of direction and assigning me different assignments. And she also helped me by giving me lots of feedback and suggestions from my legacy. My community service and legacy were significant because they reinforced how fashion is central and influential in my community. There was actually one time that I volunteered where the post office received so many donations from their community that they had to close 2 hours early to process all of the donations. My community service and legacy were also significant because they allowed me to get closer to my community. Throughout this experience, I learned about myself that although I am socially awkward, I cannot let that stop me from pursuing my goals or doing what I want. If I had to do this project again, I would definitely start on my legacy earlier because it was sometimes hard to get a hold of certain people, and it took me longer than I thought it would to come up with a solid legacy plan that everyone could. My advice to future Blue Ridge seniors would be to not give up, even though at some point you might want to. My future plans include pursuing a degree in business administration at either UVA, William and Mary, or University of
I think some people think fashion is just for people who have money to go out and buy fancy clothes. Your experiences took you to places where people may not have a lot of money, but still are interested in how clothes can make them feel. And I'm wondering what you want to do with your interest. You know, having the exposure of maybe seeing customers come into a store or helping folks get access to clothes here in the community. How are you going to continue with your interest in fashion? You said being a clothes buyer.
So since I am planning to maybe eventually own my own fashion company, I'm thinking that I will buy clothes that like aren't on the higher end of things, so like affordable clothes that are also fashionable that people will want to buy and stuff that they can't afford.
What did you have interaction with customers in the store?
Yes.
And did they ask you questions that were difficult to answer?
They maybe just asked about what the price of something was
Prices.
and like what's the sale today, and if I didn't know, then I just directed them to the closet manager.
Different, things seem to be changing, like in the way that people buy clothing and fashion stuff. How do you see the industry being different, like with technology and changes in the industry in the next, say, 20 years or so?
I think that